So we're here in one of the main exhibition spaces, and you can see the big screen here behind us, showing what's going on. We're relaxing for 5 minutes. We've just had the Q&A with Gordon. So we got Andrew Gwynne with us from Reddish and Denton. One of our new colleagues came in the last election. And we got Wayne David, experienced Welsh colleague, and, I hate to say it, Welsh whip as well.
So be careful.
Be very careful. We're just going to get a few impressions of what you've thought of conference. We're Wednesday, just had the Q&A with Gordon. What's been the highlights of the week for you?
I just think that for me, it's the fact that we are a united party looking to the future, and I think that Gordon's speech on Monday really set the tone for coming weeks and months. Very strong delivery, very strong speech on where he wants to take the future, and it's absolutely the party.
Yeah, very good. I think that has been a theme. It's been quite a uniting conference. What about you? From a Welsh perspective, have there been particular things that have really stood out?
Well, I think from a Welsh perspective, I think we're all a little bit disappointed with the Assembly election in May, and this has been a tremendous movement and shown the party, and Andrew said, coming together in a way I haven't seen for a long time. And there's also that sense of dynamism there as well too. I mean, Gordon really is tapping into a clear mood inside the party, which is really impressive. It's a bit of watch out.
Yeah.
I think there'll be a lot of fun faces in Blackpool next week. Long may that continue.
And neither of you have got any, gossip you want to tell me about the date of the election? You haven't heard anything yet? Which office you should surely know?
Wayne should know.
Yes, we do know, but we're not saying.
Oh, yeah. And what do you think about the venue here? Has this been quite a good venue as well? There's quite a buzz around here all week.
Absolutely, I mean, it's been an excellent course. I have to say I'm biased because I do think that Manchester last year was a much better venue. I'm looking forward to going back next year to Manchester. But we've been blessed with sunny weather, and it's nice to be beside the sea.
The only reason this says that, you've been lost so many times, don't you? That's all. Manchester has one big room, it's straightforward. Very good.
Well, we don't know the date of the election, but there is certainly a real buzz about it. We're ready whenever it comes. But certainly I would agree with you. The difference in this year's conference is there's a real feeling of unity and going forward, and a real vision about what we're doing. So hopefully that'll translate into more members coming on board as well.
Absolutely, and that's crucial, isn't it? The weeks, months ahead that we engage with our members and make them feel part of it, because if we can bottle what we've got in conference and spread it round our constituency party, then that's got to be good.
Yeah.
I don't know what I've also felt particularly interested in. You mentioned Gordon's speech, which is tremendous. It's a real tour de force. But we just come from the Q&A session, and he was so relaxed and joking, and there's such a good atmosphere there of warmth. It's like being around a fire. We're all having a chat in our armchairs. And that sort of combination really bodes extremely well, I think, for the party's election fortune. Tremendous.
Tell you an interesting thing now. We're all out. We got a sort of Bridgend Ogmore bed and breakfast about 2 miles out. Lovely little place to stay in. And the landlady of the hotel was saying to us yesterday, when do you think the election's going to be? And we said, we don't know. And she said, well, let me tell you, I'm a Conservative voter typically. Haven't voted Labour before, but if Gordon goes for it, then I'll be voting Labour. Now that's interesting, because something that he's been saying about Britishness, about the strength that we have, about the vision he has for the country, has really seemed to chime with a lot of people out there.
And we all say, I've been staying in a hotel quite a way outside of Bournemouth this week, but I've been having a long time to track my taxi driver.
You're like me, the further out you are, the cheaper it is.
That's what it is. The taxis are expensive, so you don't really. But anyway, the taxi drivers, all of them, they're a mixed bunch. I've all been saying how impressed they are with Gordon Brown, and they will be coming back to the Labour Party in some cases because they've been so impressed. So even one taxi driver, always been a Conservative, voting Labour for the first time.
Right.
So it's great.
And I think there's a real trend there, and Gordon struck a chord with ordinary people outside of the political arena, because he comes across as straightforward, as honest, as a guy that you want on your side. And I think at the next election, the contrast between Gordon and the strength that he brings and Cameron, is going to be very apparent to voters.
Well, one of my taxi drivers said to me about Cameron, he'll say anything to anybody. You know, whatever he thinks that is the latest mood or the latest gimmick, he'll jump on board.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, and people are not going to vote for someone like that.
Even if it contradicts what he said the week before.
Absolutely.
So we've had taxi drivers, we've had landladies, we've had the gossip here from my two colleagues. We go away from here now, I think, quite energised this week. And it is a case of going back, and certainly we're always in the case of preparing for whenever an election comes. But also, I think, really G'd up about the whole prospects of what we're doing on policy, both within Wales and also within the UK as well. So I'm going to sign off here from conference, and from Andrew and Wayne as well. It's been a really good one. And I certainly feel that I'll be going back and you'll be going back to your constituencies with a very upbeat mood, and certainly ready to take on the Tories. So thanks very much for listening, and watch out for the next video.
Very good, very good.